I tell you what, the sun is shining and I'm feeling amazings. So I've just come from my nan's house and she had some lunch for me. Turns out that I was super early for my physio appointment by 40 minutes. I don't know how that's even been managed, to be honest. I was just on autopilot to get out and drive over, and for some reason I ended up being really early, which is ridiculous, but it's okay. I said to Nan, I went, hey, can I come and chill at yours for a couple of minutes before I go? And then I just walked down. But I actually pulled into the cemetery that is just down the road from my nanny's place, and a lot of family are they're buried in there. So my nan's brother and his wife are in there. My nan's mum and dad are in there. Yeah, so I hadn't been in there for years and years. I think the last time I was actually in there was for my Uncle Bill's for his funeral. I think that was actually the last time I was in there when he got laid to rest. So I thought, do you know what, I'll nip in there and just have a look and see what's going on, and if anything needs tidying up, I'll just drop out and just pull some weeds up and bits. But no, everything's all very tidy, all very neat, very nice, which is kind of cool. And then I just shuffled round to my nan's place. But yeah, it just got me thinking, like, because I remember there was a girl right when I was younger as well, when I was maybe like 4 or 5, and there was this rumour that went round that she used to chew her hair and she died on a hairball or something like that, which I don't think is true. I don't think you can die from a hairball from your own hair. And that was a rumour that was going around when I was like 5 or 6 or something like that, which is definitely not true. But I don't even remember that girl's name, but I do remember that there was like a funeral when I was at school that day, and my mum was going, don't look. I'm like, alright, okay. But don't know what her name was, don't know where she was buried or anything like that, but I thought, Christ almighty, like, if I was like 5 years old at the time, then that's like 35 years ago, something like that. 34, 33 years ago that happened. I'm thinking, my word, for, the amount of stuff that I've achieved and experienced in my life, that one little girl didn't. It's like luck of the draw. Proper luck of the draw. Lucky that I didn't have nothing wrong with me. Lucky to be alive. I mean, I know how you get like people who are manic depressives. Like, they are always looking at negatives. They are always depressed. They're always down on their luck and things like that. They're always feeling like trash. Is there a polar opposite of that? Like that film Unbreakable, where someone is always constantly breaking bones and stuff. Is there someone on the opposite scale who never breaks anything, never ill or anything like that, like a superhuman? But is there someone on the other end of the scale, like where you get like the manic depressive? Is there someone like that is always consistently happy all of the time? Maybe 1980s Radio 1 DJs. They were always consistently happy. Annoyingly so, actually. Annoyingly so. Maybe there is the other end of the scale, because you get under the scales of everything, don't you? So, what other things could you have that is like really seriously bad on one end and then really, really good? Because obviously you get really horrible human beings, worst in the world, that are suicide bombers and attackers and all that kind of thing, evil people, and then you get really amazing humanitarian people that just do absolutely everything they can to help people for nothing in return. So that's one you could kind of have. where like you got one end or the other. But what else could you have that's almost like a superpower and an evil? I mean, you're going to have, obviously, there's people that can't fly. You're not going to have people that can fly, unless, obviously, machine aided. I suppose you get people that are, like, insanely thick, with absolutely no intelligence whatsoever, and then people who are intensely brainly, like, that are so smart. I suppose that's kind of one thing you could have like polar opposites with. What else could you have a polar opposite with? I don't know. Am I a polar opposite to anyone? I don't know. Because I do help people, but then sometimes I'm a bit of a nasty bastard. What was that laugh? What was that laugh? Oh no! That's bad. It's bad. Oh, that was such a terrible laugh. There you go, there's a polar opposite. You've got some people with laughs that are infectious, and other people with laughs that just wind you up. They just absolutely make you want to smash them in the head with a stiletto. Their laugh is that bad. Funny. I don't think my laugh is bad, but I don't think my laugh is infectious. I think it's just a normal laugh. I find a lot of my stuff is very much middle of the road, run of the mill normality. Like, it's not special, but it's not atrocious. Like my school GCSEs. Not spectacular, but not awful. Just middle of the road, C. But then again, is GCSEs actually worth anything anyway? Because in my 25 years of not being in school, have I ever been asked for GCSEs? Not fucking once, matey. Not fucking once. So it begs the question, all that grief, all that kind of going through it and stressing about it and trying to learn as much as possible of all these tests and things. I don't remember hardly anything that was on my GCSEs. I certainly never used half of what was on my GCSEs. I mean, the only thing I have ever come across with a drip tip is when I've not shaken my willy enough. Okay, so for context, in the rainforest, leaves have developed ways of getting rid of the rain from their leaf faces. One of those is called a drip tip, where it goes off into a point and the rain falls off the leaf through the drip tip. Now, like I said, I've only had a drip tip when I've not shaken my willy enough. That's funny. That is funny. But yeah, like, I learnt that in geography. My geography teacher was fucking imbecile as well. All he ever said was obviously and etc. and walk forward and walk backwards again. It's like he didn't have a clue and was uber nervous about talking in front of people. And he always had a textbook. And he was a Northern Irish fella. Everything in the textbook. That's a worse Northern Irish accent. But he used to go textbook. Hated that guy. And he smelt as well. Funny enough, actually, a lot of my teachers did actually used to smell really bad. And I don't know whether that was just a mixture of cigarettes and stale coffee or just general personal hygiene. Yeah, hated that. I was sitting in geography one time, right? And it was during those times when I was watching a lot of WWF wrestling, and The Rock was doing his people's elbow, you know, people's eyebrow, and there was me in geography, completely and utterly not paying attention whatsoever. So it was boring, and he was going over some stuff, and I was practicing my people's eyebrow, practicing a people's eyebrow, and then he looked at me and went, "You don't look too sure, Anthony. Are you okay? Do you get it?" I was like, yeah, I get it. He goes, "You didn't look too sure. You're raising your eyebrow at me." I'm like, yeah, it was fine. I don't know whether he was taking the piss or just generally trying to get me back engaged again. But yeah, as soon as he said that, I was like, yeah, I'm not engaged. And he was that much of a shit teacher, right? That he was going around checking homework and stuff like that. And this one time that I hadn't done my homework because I don't know, I hadn't written it down or couldn't be bothered or something like that. I don't know what it was. And he said, "Right, you get at attention. You don't have your homework. You never do your homework." I went, "Hey, I always do my homework." And he went, "Oh, do you? Okay, don't worry about it then." Right. Clearly you do not know your students. I mean, to be fair, I did always do my homework. But, yeah. The fact that I questioned him, he was like, "Oh, okay, alright, don't worry about it then." So yeah, I didn't actually get a detention. I didn't have a detention all the way through school, apart from one incident where I was in a playground, playing football, and we was playing with a tennis ball. And there was this one little freak kid called Kai. Bit of a dickhead, thought it was a bit of a big I am. And he grabbed hold of the tennis ball, and before he could throw it, I grabbed his arm and pushed him, so he couldn't throw it. So then, like, he's gone and told teacher, like a fucking puff. And then, all of a sudden, I'm in front of this teacher, going like, "Well, he was throwing my ball. Of course I'm going to stop him." He was like, "No, he was going to throw it back." No, he wasn't. He was going to absolutely launch it. He goes, "How did you know if he never threw it?" I went, "By the way his body was shaping." And he's like, "Right, okay, yeah, da. And I said, "I hope you're going to punish him as much as you're going to punish me," because she was going to isolate me for a week of no playground. You know what I mean? Not being able to go outside during lunchtime. She's going to isolate me for a week. And I was like, "I hope you're going to like give him the same punishment." And then she just went off at me like, "I'll do whatever I want. I'll do this. I'll do that." I went, "Who do you think you're talking to?" She's like, "What?" So, I mean, to be fair, I just spent most of that week sitting in a library playing chess with my mate anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, it was a bit of a bell end. And what was stupid, right? All of his mates, right, when I was being walked through to for the deputy head teacher's office, right, all of his mates were starting to like sort of press their chests up, you know, "Oh, fucking big I am, are you?" Like doing absolutely nothing. Like I was just walking by and it was doing nothing, and it was just stupid. And there must have been 5-10 blokes all trying to like square up. I'm like, "Get away from me. Number one, I'm a year older than you. Number two, I'm about a foot taller than you. And number three, I could probably slap you stupid, so shut up." Yeah, that was a bit of an event. Funny though, funny. When I look back at it, you just think, really? That's stupid. And that's how stupid it is, right? Isolated me for stopping my ball from being thrown, but when I'm getting bullied and I say, "This guy is bullying me, this is what's happening," nothing happened. That's how stupid it was. That's why I didn't believe in the whole school system, because I knew for a fact that any of this stuff that I was learning, I was not going to use in later life. Just not. So, I tell you what they should teach I tell you what should teach on the curriculum. How to do your taxes, how to start a business, how to wire a plug, how to install shelves, how to install a kitchen, how to fix a car, change a tyre, what else? The law as well, and mental health. That should be the curriculum. Everything else is supplementary, whether you want to take it on or whether you don't. You don't have to. So if you want to learn about geography because that's your interest, go learn geography. Go do it. Go learn geography. If you want to do maths, actually, to be fair, I think a little bit of maths should be taught. However, Pythagoras and all this kind of shit, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Just blast up on your times tables, your plus, your minus, your divide. So you can do long mathematics in your head without needing to use a calculator or write it down. Perfect that shit. So you become a maths wizard by the time you end in school, not having to sit there with a fucking protractor drawing out arcs and going, what's the size of the arc? Oh, fuck off, don't need to know that. 2 plus 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3. Quick fucking maths. It's all you need. And I'm pretty sure that if you had, I tell you what, even driving lessons at school, you know, because you leave school at 16, well I did when I was there, left school at 16, if you're leaving later now it's even more appropriate. If you're there at 15, 16, learn how to drive a car. Don't actually drive a car, do the theory. Do the theory. Do a GCSE in car safety and observational theory. Then when you get on the road, you already know it. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that you shouldn't turn left on a roundabout when there's this and that going on. You shouldn't turn right on a roundabout when that and this is going on. That would make sense to me. But instead, what are they teaching? Baking. No. If you're going to bake, you're going to learn how to bake. Simple as that. Baking does not do me any favours. I don't need to know how to make a cheese and ham tart because I'm either going to get a ready meal because I'm lazy, I'm going to eat out because I'm lazy and I like it, or I'm going to learn to cook. Now, all of those cooking lessons that I had during school didn't come to shit. I didn't learn how to cook from school. I either learned how to cook from my mum, my nan, other people, or I taught myself. I didn't learn to cook out from school. I mean, they tried to get us one time to cook a strawberry flan. A strawberry flan. Number one, I don't even like flan. And number two, like, what use has a flan got? You're going to cook a flan. That means I've got to carry all the shit around with me all fucking day long, and you put the lesson right at the last knockings. So if I don't get started on time, I'm now staying until the end of class, trying to get this flan sorted out, and then when it's cooked, I've got to take it home and somehow get it home without it falling everywhere. And I even made an apple crumble one time. And I thought, right, cool. I put it in a box, I put it in my bag, done. Got home, and bearing in mind I'm on a bike, and the cycle was only 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I got home, caked in apple crumble. Books, pencil case, fucking everything, caked. Crumbled, actually. Crumbled. Ridiculous. And like these bags, Jesus Christ. Like my bag was so heavy. That can't be a legit thing. My bag, I swear to God, sometimes used to weigh 20 kilos. It must have done. Because you had tins of shit in there. You had your lunch, you had your drinks, you had your books, your textbooks, your writing stuffs, your pens, your folders. You're like, fuck. And you're barely able to close the fucking thing. And then you got to walk around with it all bastard day. And it's not as if you can lighten the load a bit. I mean, what's a sandwich going to do? Nothing. Goddamn sandwich. And I don't, yeah, I mean, that's another thing, you know, they put all these cookery classes and all this kind of thing right at the last end of the day. Why? Do it as the first possible session, get rid of all the food, put it in the fridge, come and collect it at the end of the day. And that's it, collect it at the end of the day. And then you're golden. You ain't got to lug it round all day. You've used all your gear. Ain't like you got 400,000 tins of soup in there because you're making some sort of broth from it. Yeah. Mad. Hated school. Hated it. But glad it's over. But they do say that school is some of the best years of your life. Start at 9, finish at 3. 6 weeks off, 4 weeks off, 2 weeks off. Just get a couple of weeks here and there off to chill, and then, you know, in the evening time, all your dinner's done for you, bed is made. Get a couple of quid at the weekend to fuck off to the cinema, or play football every evening. Christmas presents bought for you. All that shit done for you. Whereas now, got to wipe my own arse. And may I say, I've been successfully doing it for the last 25 years. Well, I'd hope so anyway. I'd hope so. I think I do alright. I think I got my shit sorted out. I think I'm on a relatively normal kill. I think if anybody came around my house and had a look and see how clean or dirty it is, I think I would pass most people's expectations. Most people. Unless you're like a clean freak, where like you're bothered by some water stains on the toilet seat because that's where you've cleaned and wiped. Or you've got watermarks on your glass in your shower. Actually, that's a good one. I need some sort of remedy to clean water stains off of a glass panel, I guess you would call it, for a shower. The limescale build up on that just keeps adding and adding. It don't matter how much you wipe it down after you've showered, it's still there. It's like the condensation gathers and drips and it's still there. Still got limescale. So I need recipes, guys. Need recipes. I mean, I saw a thing the other day where you get greaseproof paper, scrunch it up and wipe it down. But I thought, well, number one, that just makes my teeth itch. Just thinking about scratching stuff over that like that. But if there's like a remedy, I don't know, maybe if you've got some white wine vinegar and some lemon and toothpaste or something, I don't fucking know. Maybe that would clean it and keep it clean and then protect it every time you shower. Let me know. But either way, it's a beautiful sunny day and I am ready to just chill. Ready to chill. I've had my shockwave therapy on my ankles And I gotta be honest with you, while I was there, I almost fell asleep on the bed. And he's like working away on my ankles there with this huge kind of, I don't know, like a batten thing that makes the shock waves come out. And yeah, I just felt like I was going to drift off and fall asleep. It's quite nice, actually. Whereas the woman before, she was putting it on the bone and like, oh, I felt like chewing my own arm off in agony. So much pain. So much pain. I think she was doing it wrong. And even the physio that I was with now, he said, oh yeah, we were speaking about this the other day to other physios. He said, like, her knowledge is second to none, but I don't know what she was doing with that, because that's wrong. I said, well, yeah, clearly, because I've seen some impressive treatment from what he was doing and what she was doing. I got to 4 sessions and done fuck all. But yeah. Yeah. Oh. Why are people so annoying? Stop it. Lorries sitting in the 3rd lane doing absolutely nothing. Need to get over. Also, there was a new receptionist in the doctor's today as well. She looked like she was new because she was being kind of overseen by the normal lady that was there, and she was kind of she was hot, actually. She was hot. Yeah, I would say mid-20s, long auburn hair, very nice smile, but some little wisps of her eyes like with makeup. Looked very nice. I thought, my word, how are you? My confidence levels were up. But I didn't say anything, I just went, thank you very much, thank you. I didn't want to be creepy. And it looked like her first day of work, so I was like, nah, I'm not going to be creepy, not on your first day. That's just odd. But maybe she'll be there next Tuesday, and I'll say hello again. And that will be all. And that weird though, when you sit there and maybe you're going on like the London Underground or something, and you're beyond the stairs, like the London Underground, and you're on the escalator, and you catch eyes with another girl, and she'll be looking at you, and you'll be looking at her, but you won't actually say anything, and you don't know each other, but you just feel like a wow kind of moment. But you don't actually do anything about it, and you just go about your day and completely forget. But just for that fleeting moment, you have a eye-to-eye connection with someone on the stairs and think, wow, you look like someone I could marry. I mean, she's probably sitting there thinking, why is he fucking staring at me? What a creepy weirdo. Or I might have something stuck to my forehead. I don't know. But from my point of view, it's positive and it's a compliment, because I'm saying, wow, you look gorgeous. But also the respect is there because I leave them alone. I don't need to act on what I see. And I think that's probably where a lot of people are different, you know. They see someone they like and they have to go for it. Like, whether it's the right moment in time, whether it's the right social environment, whether they actually should or not. Bro code and all that, as per the last episode, which I've still not heard much about, if I'm honest. I shall let you know in due course, which is one of the things he fucking said to him. Oh, I will talk to about it in due course. Shut up, you melt. Melt. deserves a slap, that bloke, I swear. Oh. And I've been bitten all over my ankles yesterday. Like, got mosquito bites and everything, and I'm just partially bleeding all over the shop. And it was very, very itchy, very itchy. But my nan gave me some cream, and weirdly, this cream has stopped everything itching. But it's kind of made like a yellow kind of... Imagine like... what's it called? Imagine like tree sap. Imagine tree sap, and it's that kind of yellowy orange colour. And it's like the cream has pulled the itchy toxin out of my leg and made it into like a yellow sappy colour. And then you just pick it off like a old scab or something, and then it just doesn't itch anymore. It's very good stuff. I forget what the name of it's called, but yeah, I just lathered all my legs over that. I was like, bloody hell, it's gone. And I was driving myself insane with it earlier, scratching away. It was like a man with fleas. I hope it isn't fleas. I don't want it to be fleas. Yeah, definitely is much better. But yeah, I've just looked down there and thought, blimey, what's that? But yeah, it sucks it all out. It sucks all the poison out and the itchy bits out. And made some yellow shit out of it. Nasty. Either way, we're almost home, guys. We're almost home. And I do want to say that I appreciate everyone who watches the YouTube channel, subscribes to it, who follows me on TikTok, who follows me on Instagram, who follows me at Facebook, and interacts and shares my stuff. I appreciate it greatly. I really do, honestly. Because we're building a revolution together, guys. We're building a revolution together. This is riding shotgun, which means you're right in the seat next to me having these conversations. So if you feel like you have something to share it, and we'll have a topic to go at together the next time we ride shotgun together. And that'll be that. And it'll be like a community that we can build. And you can also find that community on my Discord channel, and you can go onto the links provided on my channel to find that Discord. If you do want to see all of the episodes of Riding Shotgun, and you want to see, or even hear all of the episodes as well, because you haven't yet, or you would like that extra content, please, if you wouldn't mind doing so, for just 10p a day, you can go and ride shotgun over at patreon.com/Riding Shotgun Podcast. And there you will find lots and lots of different things, plus access to the Discord, and loads of extra goodies as well. And you can ask me anything, and you can answer some quizzes and things, bits and pieces that I will ultimately put up there each and every week, no matter what, just for you cult babies. Stealing a phrase from one of my favourite podcasts. Shout out to Shits and Gigs, those guys are funny. So go over and check them out. But stay here with me for more Riding Shotgun, because obviously we've got loads of episodes coming soon. Every time we're out on the road, we'll chat about all sorts of bits and pieces. But if you have something to contribute, then please do. I would love to discuss your questions. Easy as that. So yeah. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching and all that kind of thing. So here's what the mandatory thing is. If you're going to be part of the revolution, you're going to need to like this video. You need to then subscribe to the channel. Also, you need to stick those notification bell things on as well. The technical terms. So that way, every time I do upload, you get a notification to tell you that there is some new content for you to view. Also, head over to TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Give me a follow. Get interactive there. And be part of the revolution. And you can, ride shotgun with me. And that would be great. So I am going to finish this one here. 35 minutes down the road. We're almost home. And I'll say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time on Riding Shotgun with me, Parker. Take care. Love you.